Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Solo Lolita. I am Lola for those who are new. Um, if you have followed me in from 2018, I would like to say thank you for continuing with me. If you are new, which I know I've had a few new subscribers, I want to say thank you for subscribing. I know it's been quite a while since I made a video. Of course, because the holidays, we had Christmas and we had New Year's, and some people celebrate Three Kings. There were some moving and there was some switching of rooms, and my closet behind me, the shelf that was there fell, and it's been a little bit chaotic. But anyway, enough of that. The reason for my video today is one, because I miss talking with you guys, and two, I wanted to show you what I made in December. So I'm gonna try to go in order. The stuff that I had for like the church outfits and stuff, of course I don't have, but I do have my makes, which was long sleeve shirt or sweater shirt and two dresses. So let's get started. The first thing that I made was, I don't know why I always do this. This is the second video today, but by the way, because my neighbor's rowdy dogs were out there, and you can't do anything when they're outside because all they do is sit down facing, to the house and whatever, and barking. So anyway, where is it? Oh, it doesn't show it here. Hold on a second. Sorry, I should have had it marked already, especially because I'm trying to do this fast. Okay, so the very first thing I did was the Freya sweater. I did see how it ends right there. I did make it just a little bit longer because I like things a little bit longer to cover my backside. So I made that. I went to my daughter's for Christmas, and being as it was chilly out here, I decided, let me make something long sleeves and something new. Because for like, I don't know, maybe a week and a half prior, it was in the 60s. I want to say, it drops down more at nighttime, but it went up to like, I don't know, early 60s, mid 60s during the day while the sun was in full bloom. So I figured, let me make the Freya sweater. I got the fabric from Mayfield Fabrics. Her channel here, her name is Carla and her husband is Troy. Her channel here is Stay Stitching. Wonderful people, very friendly and funny. So anyway, this is what the shirt looks like. I made it long sleeves. I made the top stitching. It came out really nice. I say so myself. The sleeves fit in perfect. There was not too much fiddling or whatever going on to try to get it to fit in fine. I don't know what is going on with this mannequin. This is the back. And that's how the back stitching turned out to be. I thought I did some pretty well play, with piecing it together so it almost looks like it belongs there. The only thing is, I made it like 3-4 inches longer, so I didn't take that in account when I cut it. And the way the pattern is set up, sorry, I'm trying to lift her and talk to you, it wound up having like these little angles on each side, which I love the way it came out, but it's just something for you to keep in mind if you want to do this and make it a little bit longer. you have to account for. It starts off like this, and then it, you know, it gives you that curve for your hip or your thigh. And if you're gonna cut straight from the pattern, well, you need to take that into account. Me, since I'm not too savvy with that, I'm learning as I go. This is the whole point of this YouTube, to show you steps as I go and things that I learn as I go. I started up here with a 16, and I wind up grading out some, which is probably another reason why it's sloped down at the sides. But like I said, I love the way it came out. I have pictures on my Instagram if you want to see it. It's also called So Lolita. I'm actually wearing it there, and you can see how it actually fits me. I did the long sleeve, and I sewed it up on the serger, so it was pretty fast sew. It was really easy and good to work with. It was only 4 pattern pieces. Excuse me, from Tilly and the Buttons, the stretch book. I've been meaning to sew something up, so I figured it's chilly. Let me make something that I could wear. Something casual in case it's going to be casual. I could have wore that with some like jeans or, you know, little booties or whatever. And because it was so easy to sew, I don't know if I said it, 4 pattern pieces, the front, the back, the sleeves, and the neck part. I figured, let me make another one. Now, what I didn't think to do was, well, I kind of thought it, but it takes a lot out of me when I trace out patterns. So I didn't want to waste time tracing the pattern, not knowing, you know, how I was gonna like it and stuff. I do have quite a bit of fabric, but yeah, so I figured, let me just place the thing right on top, and the thing, let me place the pattern right on top, and, you know, just cut it out with my rotary cutter from there. But because I loved it, I wanted to make another one. So I made this one. I made the dress, and it came out so cute. The cow neck version and everything. I'm going to show you right now. 1 second. So here is my beautiful dress. Oh, it's blurry. Okay. Here is my beautiful dress with the cow neck version. Again, easy to sew, basically the same as the sweater. The only thing I changed was this, which they give you the pattern piece for. So instead of you using the small collar piece, you use this. You have to cut out 2 of the fabric and put them together. Grab her by the waist. So that way you can see, you know, the right side of the fabric when it's folded out as well. It is a beautiful, like, I want to say teal kind of color. I'm not too sure. I just know that the picture is not doing it justice of how it looks. Maybe if I change, that's kind of more how it looks. Let me try to make it a little bit darker. This is kind of how it looks. And it's got like that wet sheen to it, so it's beautiful. It is a little bit thin, so in case it wasn't going to be too cold that day and it was a more dressy one, more dressy get together, then I wanted to have something pretty. I made it a little bit longer than what the pattern calls for, because, you know, I have these things and this back here that I need to take into account for. And if I make it short the way the pattern calls for, then, you know, it's gonna get risen. It's gonna rise in the back. And if you notice this, it's like right above her knee. So yeah, I did that. Again, easy sew for pattern pieces. I highly recommend it. and I guarantee you're going to love it. It does give you different sleeve versions in the book, but I'm not doing a study on the book, so well, what do you call those things on the book? A review. This is what I did to my pattern because again, I did not want to place it out because I was trying to save some time. And I don't know if you can see because I'm kind of covering my head now, but yeah, that's the sleeve part. And in the back, it's it's in the button tab for the BB skirt. That wasn't the only hole I made, by the way, because like I said, I just placed it. Hold on one second, sorry. Okay, I figured let me fold it because it was making so much noise. I definitely see myself making more of this shirt and maybe the dress in different versions and stuff, which it's all in the book. If you haven't got the book, get it, it's worth it. So that's the two makes that I did in case, you know, it was going to be a fancy get together or a casual get together. Unfortunately, the weather decided to change. So instead of it being chilly in the 60s, how it was, it wound up being in the 80s. So I wound up wearing a tank top with a nice kind of see-through pullover thing. So yeah, I didn't get to wear it. My next make, my doggy, who is 140 pounds, goes through beds like that. So I figured, let me make him a bed since I had the guata, the foam, which is pretty thick, and because he's so long, the last bed that he had was basically the top of a couch that we got rid of. So it was like a one pillow thing instead of, you know how the couches have 2 or 3 pillows. This one was just one long pillow going across. So we kept that so he could lay on, but he broke it. So I made him another one. I'll get it right now. Oh, by the way, the fabric from the dress I got from Walmart a few months ago. I don't know if I mentioned that. But okay, so here is my baby. His name is Tank. Here is his bed. And I love the way it came out. I mean, I know it's a bit loose. I could have taken it in more, but it's my first time making the bed. Excuse me, so I must have measured it wrong because it could stand to lose maybe about 2 inches there. But I'm not going to because I figured maybe the reason... looks like there's some on the cheek. Maybe the reason why he keeps breaking his beddings is because the fabric is too tight against it. And I don't know, maybe by him throwing his 140-pound self or his nails or whatever eventually winds up breaking them. But isn't this amazing? Look at this fabric. I love it. I got this at Hobby Lobby last summer when I was trying to make him a bed. Hold on. Let me finish with this. Okay. So I put in a zipper. Yay! It's not invisible, and of course it came out crappy or whatever, but it was my second zipper attempt, so I'm very proud of that. This is the guata that I was telling you about, the foam. Excuse me, I had that for a while. The heavy duty zipper I wound up getting from San Antonio when I went to visit. And putting this in, I wound up making a hole right here, not too big, maybe about 1.5 inches, I guess. So I'm gonna have to sew that up by hand. Then again, I mean, it's gonna be up against the wall, nobody's gonna see it, so I'm debating on that because it'll also have it could also break as I'm trying to take it out to put it into the wash. So, but yes, that is that. 1 second. Okay, so last summer I wanted to make him one of those doggy beds that are above, like he doesn't lay on the ground, but it's a raised bed. I was looking for the PVC piping. Like I said, this is the second video. In the first one, I couldn't figure out what the PVC piping was called, so I was trying to explain to you. But anyway, there was a piece that I needed that it was kind of like an elbow, I guess, shape, and then it had a piece coming down, so it was like a V or elbow with the other piece coming down. And I tried looking in several places, I couldn't find it, so I gave up on that. But that was the fabric that I had. It's kind of like a canvas, but it kind of feels weird, like, I don't know, like it has something on it, so kind of to make it waterproof or something. I don't know. I fell in love with the way it looks. It looks really nice. Like it has these big ginormous flowers and like some leaves and stuff. So I fell in love with that. So that's why I got it. I didn't get to make that other bedding that I wanted to do for him. So he needed a bed now. I made this one. Okay, my next make. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for the way my nails, look. They kind of grew a whole bunch. And I haven't got them done. I'm actually thinking of chopping them down because they're so long. Okay, so my next make, sorry, I thought I'd get all the tear out, but I didn't. I had joined the KB Pattern Swap, which is Kittenish Behavior, her channel. She was hosting kind of like a little Christmas pattern swap thing. And whoever wanted to participate, she was pairing up from the UK with the USA. And they exchanged patterns and whatever other goodies they wanted to put into the gift. So the person that I got, her Instagram is A Pocket or Two. And I sent her, because the big four company patterns are so cheap, I sent her a couple of patterns, and I sent her some fabric, so in case she wanted to make one of the patterns, the shirt patterns that I had sent, in case she wanted to do that. The fabric was pretty cool. I can't wait to see what she makes with it, whether it's that pattern or something else. And she sent me a cute little pin that says seamstress, and she sent me a pattern, which we all know the independent company patterns are, kind of expensive, but only in comparison to the patterns that we get out here, because here we could get them starting at like $1.99 when they go on sale. Over there, I think the independent ones start at like $12 a pattern. But anyway, she sent me the pin, and on my wish list I put that I wanted something bohemian. I'm not too familiar with the indie patterns, so when I received this one, I totally loved it as soon as I saw it. There's this view, which I wasn't too fond of. And then there's this view, which I totally loved. So, I guess in the back it says view C. So it's this view right here. I totally fell in love with it. I have to admit, this thing here had me defeated for quite a while. I'm not sure if this here shows you like the level of sewing skills that you need, and I don't know how to explain it, like how hard it would be to sew. So if that's it, maybe they needed to fill, Well, then again, maybe that's why this is filled out. I don't know. I don't know how to read this. It was pretty easy sew, except for the gathering and that belt piece right there. I found this warehouse, this fabric warehouse in San Antonio when I went for my birthday. And it was pretty nice, and we found some fabric. It's the first thing that I make with that fabric. With any of the fabric, I mean, that we picked up from San Antonio. But this calls for light to medium weight wovens. Rayon challis, linen, chambray, chiffon, stuff like that. I didn't have any of those in my stash, so I did it with a knit. Even though I messaged Natural Dane, that's her channel, because she made one. She didn't do like a video so long thing, but she gave us her experience on it. And she told me that the pattern doesn't call for knits, so maybe I shouldn't do it with a knit. But of course, I am like, wild. I live on the wild side. Anyway, so this is, sorry, 1 second. This is my dress. Look how beautiful those colors are. Let me see if I could. Look at that. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I started out with a 16 on top and extended it to a 20, which is the highest that the pattern goes. It was really big, so I do recommend, if you do this, make a muslin first. I'm gonna wear it anyway because I love the way it feels. It is really, really stretchy though, and it's a 4-way stretch. So look how much that stretches. It doesn't stretch at the V-neck here because of the interfacing inside. So it keeps it pretty sturdy there, so it doesn't go too down. I did the pockets, and of course I did it out of the same fabric. So if you're gonna put something in your pockets, you might not want to put anything in your pockets. Let me just say that, because it will pull the dress down. I did the side slits. I think that's what it's called. This little thing, I mean, it came out wonderful. Look at it. It really did. I think it did a pretty good job. It's a weird cut when you go to cut it, so just take your time. But it turned out pretty well. It defeated me for about an hour and a half trying to figure it out. I don't know if you could see the inside. I serged it with the serger. The way that I figured it was gonna look, it was gonna be like this side of the fabric as well. I should have done it because it matched well with the other one instead of doing the right side of the fabric, but nobody's gonna see that. I did the top stitching. I don't know if you could tell. It calls for like an inch down top stitching. I did that. The only thing is, oh, and I did the higher sleeve instead of the longer opening one. It has the straps. When I did the back, because it's a knit, let me see if I can get this to focus a little bit better. Because it's a knit, it has a couple of gathers right here because the fabric stretched out as I was sewing it. So, I mean, that's something to take into consideration. Again, I love it. I love the fabric. I love the way it feels. I'm not sure I could put anything but cash in the pockets. It looks great. If you want to see any of the clothes that I showed you while I'm wearing it, they're on my Instagram. I have, this is Barry, hold on. I have, yes, I have pictures of all of them on my Instagram of me actually wearing it, because you know on the mannequin you really can't tell how it falls on curves and stuff because the way the mannequin is structured. So if you want to go take a look, it's also called Sew Lolita. So basically that's it. I did these in like the last 2 weeks of December. It was great. I had fun. My next video is going to be of the fabric that I won from Mayfield Fabric. She does a challenge every month. You should go visit her channel. She's really friendly. Her husband, they're both a hoot. So basically that's it. Sorry that the video took so long. Again, thank you to all my new subscribers. If you want to see my next video, it's going to be of the fabric and what I make with it. That's it. Have a blessed day, and remember, sew what you love and love what you sew. Bye.